Hi, Jerry Nelson, Life Coach. Welcome to my videos on constructive anger. This is the fourth video, and it's how to validate your expectations in good style. And it basically is the three-part I message, which is another video. And this will be probably the shortest scripting for a lesson that we have, because the three-part I message is already on another video. And it's actually a relatively simple process. I, and then you express your feeling, when I, and the situation, because I, and then the result. And let me give you an example. I am angry when I see you leaving the counters dirty because I feel my house is unclean. Poor example maybe, but you get the idea. I am angry when I see a car go through a stop sign because I feel threatened. You can just do all kinds of three-part I messages. Now, the hazard, as I explained on the three-part I message video, is that most people say, I am angry when you. When you doesn't work. That does not pass this course. That does not pass this particular lesson. In other words, you need to say a three-part I message with every item on the three-part I message being I something. I in the feeling, I because I in the situation, when I am the result. Now, what's the reason for that? Well, there's several questions that we need to ask. One is, who's responsible for your life? And if you answer that as most people that think it through come to the point they say, well, I guess I'm responsible for my life. Then you have a second question of, well, who's on the throne of my life? In other words, who's in control? Who am I submitted to as an authority? Am I only submitted to myself, or am I submitted to a higher power? And if you come to the place where you are submitted to a higher power, then paradoxically you have to be responsible in your interaction with that higher power. So the idea that we have a higher power over us causes us to be more responsible. The way to pass this particular lesson is to successfully complete a three-part I message with someone else. Now, I have one real warning here. If you're in an unhealthy system, if you're in a gang, if you're a gang member in a gang, or if you're in an alcoholic family, this three-part I message will not work with people that don't have their ears on, that aren't going to listen to you, that are off being macho persons or out of control persons. So the three-part I message is with a healthy interaction with a healthy person. So don't just go practice this with people that you now see as unhealthy, because they're just going to discount you and not listen to you. Because once you become effective at communicating your feeling, that affects other people in a huge way. They cannot now just discount you. So the three-part I message does work, but the chances of it getting other people to change is very small. So you just work on yourself, you work on your communication skills, and you work on the people that you are with, so that you create a healthier lifestyle by choosing healthier people to be around. Again, this is Jerry Nelson, Life Coach, and thank you for watching this video.